Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered where your strength went? Not just the kind that lifts groceries or gets you up a flight of stairs, but the deep, steady power that once let you rise without thinking, carry without struggling, move without pain. If you're over 60, you're not imagining things. By 80, most people lose up to half their muscle mass. That quiet disappearance of strength isn't just about age, it's part of a hidden epidemic called sarcopenia. And it's not rare. It's affecting over 50 million seniors worldwide, stealing their balance, slowing their reflexes, and turning daily tasks into silent battles. Each year, more than 300,000 older adults are hospitalized because weak muscles led to a fall. But here's the truth most people never hear. This loss is not inevitable. In fact, research now shows that some seniors, well into their 70s, 80s, even 90s, still hike trails, lift weights, and play sports. Their secret? It's not genetics. It's not some miracle drug. It's a series of daily habits, backed by science, that protect and rebuild strength from the inside out. And the most important part? 93% of older adults aren't doing them. Before we dive in, pause just for a second. Tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today? We love seeing this community grow around the world, and if you're someone who wants to stay strong, independent, and mobile for years to come, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more evidence-based tips on aging well. We're counting down 7 simple, surprising habits that can help you reclaim the strength you thought was gone forever. Stick with me to the end, because Habit 1 might just change your entire future. Let's begin. Habit 7. Small doses of discomfort that make you stronger. What if the secret to staying strong in your 70s, 80s, and beyond wasn't found in a gym, a pill, or even a protein shake, but in small controlled moments of discomfort? It sounds strange, but science calls this concept hormesis. It's the idea that short bursts of stress, when applied the right way, don't harm you. They actually make your body stronger. Think about it. That refreshing shock of a cold shower, the warmth of a sauna that leaves you feeling deeply relaxed, the slight hunger pangs during a short fast, a brief moment of pushing your muscles to their limit. These aren't just sensations, they're signals. Signals that wake up your cells, trigger repair mechanisms, and tell your body, stay sharp, stay strong. Researchers have found that just 30 seconds of cold water at the end of your shower can stimulate a hormone called adiponectin, which protects your muscles from breaking down. Regular sauna sessions? Associated with up to 40% less muscle loss in older adults. And intermittent fasting, like eating all your meals in an 8-hour window, can improve your muscle cell energy, even if you don't lose weight. One of the most surprising tools of all? A technique called isometric holds, simply pushing or pulling against something that doesn't move for 5 to 10 seconds. No weights, no jumping, just effort. And yet, your muscles receive the same build me signal they get from a full workout, with far less stress on your joints. The key here isn't intensity, it's balance. You don't need ice baths or extreme diets. You need consistency, moderation, and recovery between these little challenges. Over time, these short challenges activate longevity genes, boost mitochondrial function, and help preserve muscle mass, even well into your 80s. So, what does this look like in real life? End your shower with 30 seconds of cool water. Choose 1 or 2 days a week to delay your breakfast for a few hours. Try a 10-second wall push with full effort. No equipment needed. Take a 15-minute sauna if you have access. It's not about suffering. It's about reminding your body that it still needs to rise to the challenge, even in small ways. Because when you stop challenging your muscles, they stop showing up for you. And this is just the beginning. Up next, a simple mistake many seniors make with their meals, one that quietly sabotages their strength every day. even if they're eating enough protein. Habit 6. The protein mistake. That silently weakens you, and how to reverse it. You've probably heard that protein is important for keeping your muscles strong. But what if I told you that how you eat it might matter even more than how much? As we age, the body becomes stubborn. It stops responding to protein the way it used to. Scientists call this anabolic resistance, a fancy term for the frustrating reality that your muscles now need more help to stay alive and active. And here's where almost everyone gets it wrong. Most seniors barely touch protein at breakfast, nibble a little at lunch, and then stack it all into one big dinner. It sounds like a harmless habit, but in truth, it may be sabotaging your strength every single day. That's because your muscles only respond to protein for a short window, about 3 to 4 hours after each meal. Miss that window, and your body can't use the fuel you've given it. But here's the good news. When older adults started spreading their protein evenly across 3 meals, about 25 to 30 grams each time, they didn't just maintain their strength, they gained muscle, and fast. In just 12 weeks, with no new workouts, no supplements, they added over a pound of lean mass. Imagine that, getting stronger, simply by rearranging your plate. So what does that look like? It means breakfast becomes more than toast and tea. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or even a simple shake. Lunch and dinner follow suit, lean meats, fish, beans, lentils, or tofu if you prefer plant-based. No need to eat more food, just shift your timing, and your muscles will thank you. And here's something most people don't know. This simple habit doesn't just help with strength. It sharpens your mind, steadies your blood sugar, and even keeps cravings at bay. Small change, big payoff. But if protein timing makes this much difference, just wait until you hear what happens when one tiny vitamin, missing in over 80% of seniors, starts working for you instead of against you. Coming up next, the forgotten nutrient that could be quietly draining your balance, your energy, and your independence without you ever realizing it. Habit 5. The sunshine vitamin. That could be silently draining your strength. It's easy to blame muscle loss on aging. But what if something far simpler, something so common it's almost invisible, was quietly stealing your strength each day? This little-known thief. Vitamin D deficiency. Now, when most people hear vitamin D, they think of bones, maybe sunlight. But here's what very few seniors ever hear. Your muscles need vitamin D just as much as your bones do. In fact, your muscle cells have special receptors designed to use vitamin D to build, repair, and function properly. Without it, your muscles don't just slow down, they start shutting down. And here's the shocking part. Over 80% of older adults are deficient, even if they spend time outside. Why? Because by your 60s, your skin produces up to 50% less vitamin D from sunlight than it did in your younger years. That sunny walk you thought was enough? It might not be doing the job anymore. Low vitamin D doesn't just make you tired, it weakens your balance, slows your reflexes, and increases your chances of falling. In a large study, seniors with healthy vitamin D levels were shown to have 25% greater muscle strength, faster reaction time, and significantly fewer falls than those who were deficient. The difference between being independent or relying on others could come down to this one quiet vitamin. So, what can you do? First, ask your doctor for a simple blood test. You're aiming for levels above 40 nanograms per milliliter. Most seniors need between 2,000 and 4,000 IU daily, far more than the outdated standard of 600. And while sunlight and fatty fish help, most older adults will need supplementation to truly restore their levels. But there's a catch. You can't take vitamin D alone. You need vitamin K2 alongside it. Why? Because K2 tells calcium where to go, into your bones and muscles, not your arteries. Why? Doubt it. High doses of vitamin D could backfire. leading to stiff joints and dangerous buildups. That's why superagers don't just take supplements randomly. They combine nutrients in a smart, intentional way. Habit 4. Calm the inflammation that's silently weakening you. Inflammation isn't always visible, but its impact on muscle loss is profound. Scientists now refer to chronic low-grade inflammation as inflammaging, a hidden process that accelerates muscle breakdown, even if you're eating well and staying active. According to a major study from Tufts University, seniors with high inflammation markers lost muscle mass 3 times faster than those with lower levels. Why? Because inflammation blocks the anabolic signals your muscles need to grow and repair. The good news, there are simple daily habits proven to reduce it. First, optimize your sleep. Just 1 week of poor sleep can raise inflammatory markers by over 40%. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of quality rest in a cool, dark room. Second, protect your gut. An unbalanced microbiome contributes directly to systemic inflammation. Aim for at least 30 different plant foods per week and include fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut to support beneficial bacteria. Third, adjust your exercise. Overtraining can worsen inflammation. Superagers focus on moderate, regular movement with occasional bursts of higher intensity, no more than 1-2 times weekly. And finally, fuel with anti-inflammatory nutrients. Omega-3 fatty acids, 2,3G day from fish or supplements, curcumin from turmeric, polyphenols from berries, green tea, and olive oil. These compounds reduce inflammation and protect muscle tissue at the cellular level. In one study, this approach reduced inflammatory markers by up to 29% in just 12 weeks. You can even measure your inflammation through a blood test called HSCRP. Superagers typically stay below 1.00 mg/L, while many seniors remain at 3-5x higher without realizing it. Managing inflammation isn't just about comfort, it's about preserving strength, balance, and independence. Up next, discover the essential new. Triumphs your muscles depend on every day, and why missing even one of them could quietly stall all your progress. Habit 3. The missing nutrients that stall muscle growth. Even if you're eating right, you might be eating enough protein, exercising regularly, and still not gaining strength. Why? Because your body may be missing micronutrients, the quiet enablers behind every muscle movement, repair, and recovery. Take magnesium, for example. Over 70% of older adults don't get enough, yet it powers more than 300 muscle-related reactions. Low magnesium is linked to reduced grip strength, poor balance, and slower muscle recovery. You'll find it in dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and beans, or in supplements like magnesium glycinate. Then there's creatine, not just for bodybuilders. Seniors who take 3 to 5 grams per day see improvements in strength, energy, and even brain function. It helps your muscles store energy more efficiently, especially when paired with resistance training. Next, vitamin B12. As we age, our stomach acid declines, reducing absorption, especially in those taking acid blockers or metformin. Without B12, muscles receive weaker nerve signals. The preferred form? Methylcobalamin, a bioavailable version found in quality supplements. Don't overlook trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and chromium. Zinc supports muscle repair and immunity, selenium defends against oxidative stress, and chromium enhances nutrient delivery by improving insulin sensitivity. A long-term study from Tufts University showed that seniors with optimal micronutrient levels preserved up to 22% more muscle mass over 5 years than those who were deficient. Here's the catch. Most people don't know which nutrients they're missing. That's why superagers often get a micronutrient blood test and supplement strategically, based on real data, not guesswork. Bottom line, Without the right nutrients, your body can't fully use the food you eat or the exercise you do. Think of micronutrients as the tools your muscles need to build and maintain strength. Coming up, a part of your body you never thought could affect your muscles, yet might be the very reason they're not responding the way they used to. Habit 2. Reconnect your brain to your muscles. Before the signal fades, most people think muscle loss comes from the muscles themselves. But the truth is, it often starts in the nervous system, specifically, the neuromuscular junction. This is the bridge where your brain sends the signal for your muscles to move. And once that connection starts to fade, even strong muscles won't respond the way they should. By the time you reach 60, these junctions begin to deteriorate rapidly unless they're actively maintained. That's why some older adults feel weaker or less coordinated, even if they haven't lost much muscle mass yet. But there's good news. Just like muscles, these brain-to-muscle pathways can be trained and even restored. One key method? Coordination-based movement. Activities that require timing and precision, like Tai Chi, dance, ping pong, or tennis, stimulate neuromuscular signals in ways that simple walking or lifting weights cannot. A study from 2020 showed that older adults practicing these movements twice a week had 31% better neuromuscular preservation compared to those doing standard exercise. Another tool is targeted nutrients. Compounds like alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine help protect nerve muscle connections from oxidative damage. Vitamin B1, especially in its active form benfotiamine, and herbs like huperzine A have been shown to enhance levels of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter your nerves use to activate muscle. Breathing also plays a role. A simple practice like box breathing, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold again for 4, can stimulate the vagus nerve and boost neuromuscular responsiveness. Just 5 minutes a day can improve the brain's ability to switch on your muscles. Lastly, your mind matters. Cognitive decline and muscle loss often go hand in hand because they share the same neural networks. Superagers stay mentally sharp by challenging themselves with puzzles, memory games, or learning new skills. If your muscles aren't responding the way they used to, the problem may not be in your body, but in the signal that tells your body to move. And the best part? These habits are enjoyable, accessible, and require no fancy equipment, just a willingness to stay curious, coordinated, and connected. Coming up next, the #1 most powerful habit for reversing muscle loss after 60, and why skipping it may be the biggest mistake of all. Habit 1. The most powerful anti-aging habit. You're probably avoiding. If there's one habit that separates strong, independent seniors from those who struggle with basic tasks, it's this: progressive resistance training. Not walking, not stretching, not yoga. We're talking about strength training that challenges your muscles to do just a little bit more, week after week. And no, this isn't just for bodybuilders. In fact, researchers from Tufts University have called it the closest thing we have to an anti-aging drug. After the age of 30, adults lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. After 60, that rate speeds up. But here's the truth: you can reverse it. In one groundbreaking study, seniors in their 70s who began progressive resistance training gained over 3 pounds of muscle and increased their strength by 35% in just 12 weeks. Their balance improved, their bones got stronger, their blood sugar stabilized, even their brain function sharpened. So what makes this training progressive? It means you're not doing the same easy routine over and over. You're gradually increasing the challenge: heavier resistance, more repetitions, or slower, more controlled movement. Superagers follow 4 key principles. 1. Train to near fatigue, where you can't do another rep with good form. This triggers the strongest growth signals. 2. Focus on compound movements like squats or chair stands. rows and presses, exercises that work multiple muscles at once. 5. Track your progress. Even a notebook works. The goal is doing just a little more than last time. Emphasize the eccentric phase, the lowering part of a movement which builds strength with less joint stress. Even better, you don't need a gym. Resistance bands, water bottles, or even body weight can be enough to start. Just 2 sessions per week, 20-30 minutes each, can dramatically shift your strength trajectory. So, why do MOS to seniors avoid it? Fear. Misconceptions, thinking they're too old. But the real danger isn't doing it, it's not doing it. Because when you stop challenging your muscles, your independence slowly slips away. Progressive resistance training is not about lifting heavy, it's about lifting smart. It's about preserving the freedom to move, to carry, to live on your own terms. And here's the truth. It's never too late to start. Now that you've seen what's possible, it's clear. Age doesn't decide your strength. Your habits do. The gradual loss of muscle, energy, and confidence isn't just a matter of getting older. It's the result of small, daily choices that either build you up or quietly wear you down. But the encouraging truth is this. You have more control than you think. Each of the 7 habits you've just discovered is a doorway back to strength, independence, and vitality. You don't need to master them all at once. You don't need to be perfect. What you need is a starting point, a single decision to do something different today than you did yesterday. So here's your challenge. Pick one habit, just one, and make it yours this week. Practice it with intention. Give your body the message that you are still building, still growing, still in motion. And when you're ready, add the next. Momentum will carry you further than motivation ever could. If you found this guide helpful, take a moment to leave a comment below and share which habit you're starting with. Or tell us about someone in your life who's thriving with strength at any age. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.